Elon Musk going to the DOGE board, Department of Governmental Efficiency. We're excited about this one. When 51 intelligence officers were lying about Hunter, there was one, John Ratcliffe, who is telling the truth to the American people.
If you were asked to serve in that role or any other role, would you?
3 times?
I am very loyal to President Trump. I would think about it very seriously.
Okay.
I asked Pelosi how she was doing. Terrible, she said. Terrible. Major appointments. Elon Musk going to the DOGE board, Department of Governmental Efficiency. We're excited about this one. Extremely excited about it. You can see he posted this. He says, I am pleased to announce that the great Elon Musk working in conjunction, and I like how it's great, capitalized. The great Elon Musk working in conjunction with the American patriot, Vivek Ramaswamy, capitalized. Well, it's just true. They are great and they are American patriots, so it's true. Will lead DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies, essential to save America and the Save America movement. This will send shockwaves through the system, and anyone involved in government waste, which is a lot of people, stated Mr. Musk. It will become potentially, quote, the Manhattan Project of our time. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of DOGE for a very long time. To drive this kind of drastic change, the Department of Government Efficiency will provide advice and guidance from outside of government and will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the federal bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency and, at the same time, making life better for all Americans. Importantly, we will drive out the massive waste and fraud which exists throughout our annual $6.5 trillion of government spending. They will work together to liberate our economy and make the U.S. government accountable to, quote, we the people. Their work will conclude no later than July 4th, 2026. America's birthday. A smaller government with more efficiency and less bureaucracy will be the perfect gift to America on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. I am confident they will succeed. From the president himself, launching the DOGE board, and I couldn't be more excited about this. I think that this is extremely necessary. The bureaucracy has gotten way too bloated, and it makes it impossible to do any real reform because it's calcified. You can't move the gears because everything's hardened. And I also love that they're giving them a deadline. Let's go, okay? You don't have 4 years to just piddle-paddle about this. You got 2 years to the 2026 era and deliver your results. And Elon has responded to this and says, no problem. We're going to get it done a lot sooner than that, buddy. So we're excited about it. Now, this is not the only statement that came out from the president. There were more. Vivek says, we will not go gently in response to this. And Elon Musk is also responding to this, reposting the message from the president and explaining that they will do this quickly, saying the world is suffering slow strangulation by overregulation. Every year, the news tightens a little bit more. We finally have a mandate to delete the mountain of choking regulations that do not serve the greater good. That's exactly right. We're regulated to death. We're taxed to death. And he says it's going to be done much faster than 502 days, 530 days. We're going to go to Mars. We're going to install Starlink all over the place. We're going to solve autonomous driving and robotics in America. We're going to take crypto to the moon, and we're going to doge the hell out of the government. Now, if you're not familiar with Doge, D-O-G-E, it's actually a cryptocurrency called D-O-G-E, and Elon was very involved in it for a long time. And so this is kind of a parallel story happening here. So we're all excited about the Department of Government Efficiency. It's also something that Elon has been very interested in terms of a cryptocurrency project, and it's called Doge. The Doge coin exists, and it's this nice Shiba Inu dog that looks just as friendly as hell. You just kind of want to give him a little pet on the head and just say, you're a good boy. Who's a good boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. And you give him a little pet, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know that I have a lot of faith in it as a cryptocurrency, but it certainly is a cryptocurrency, and so we're excited about Doge and crypto going to the moon, along with the government becoming highly efficient. And Elon and Vivek are the two gentlemen to do it, so we're excited about that. Now, a bunch of other people were picked. We'll go through a quick summary of them, but here was what the president himself said in his announcements. He says, we're pleased to announce that the former director of National Intelligence, John Ratcliffe, will be named as the director of the CIA. From exposing fake Russian collusion to be a Clinton campaign operation, which was the Jake Sullivan and Hillary Clinton Russia collusion post that they posted on October 31st of 2016, just a week before the election, to catching the FBI's abuse of civil liberties at the FISA court, John Ratcliffe will always has been a warrior for truth and honesty with the American public. When 51 intelligence officers were lying about Hunter, there was one, John Ratcliffe, who is telling the truth to the American people. So he says, for these and many other reasons, it was my great honor to award him the nation's highest honor for distinguished achievement. I look forward to John being the first person ever to serve in both our nation's highest intelligence positions. He was over at the DNI, and now he's going to be a fearless fighter for the constitutional rights of all Americans, peace through strength. He was the 6th director of the National Intelligence, which is the hub of all the intelligence agencies. So you think of it as the middle hub, and then there's a spoke that goes out to the CIA, NSA, FBI, Army Intelligence, Navy, all of them. It says prior to his nomination, he served in Congress from the great state of Texas for a while, and he was a leading policymaker on the House Intelligence Committee for Cybersecurity Chairman and on the Homeland Security Committee. So bunch of stuff. John Ratcliffe will be added to the team. And I do remember liking a lot of what he had to say, historically speaking. And there were some clips of him that are floating around as well, but we'll come back on that. Now, in addition to Ratcliffe, we also have Kristi Noem is going to be heading up the Department of Homeland Security. And so Trump also posted a statement on this one via Caroline Leavitt, and a lot of conversation about Kristi Noem. And I think we figured it out yesterday on the members only stream, where it's ultimately, I think, a good cop, bad cop routine. We're very familiar with this. Tom Homan is the bad cop. Kristi Noem's the good cop. Tom Homan's going to come and deport everybody, but it's not going to feel so bad because you might think that Kristi Noem's going to be deporting you, which you might not even be upset about. You might say, yeah, wait, who's coming to deport me? Kristi Noem? She's coming here personally? Well, that sounds good. Yeah, she can deport me anytime. So good cop, bad cop, right? It's a nice, soft person at the top. She's not going to be a terroristic monster who's going door to door. And if she is, you might be happy about it because she's, nice looking woman, which we can say now since Trump won. I don't even feel bad about it, right? That's what we can say because it's new America. We can say women are good looking now. So Caroline Leavitt is now talking about Kristi Noem. Obviously, she's got a lot of experience. But the concern that we had historically was that she's a governor of South Dakota state, which they're concerned about the northern border. We're pretty concerned about the southern border, but she is an executive. So she's had some experience running a whole state, which means she has some capability to run an agency. Unlike the border czar Kamala Harris, who never did anything like that, other than running the attorney general's office, allegedly, even though nobody knows what she did there. And whether she appeared on any cases is still subject to debate. But here is what Trump said. I am pleased to announce the governor and former congresswoman from South Dakota, Kristi Noem, will be appointed to serve as the secretary of DHS. She's been very strong on border security, the first governor to send National Guards. Okay, see, I didn't know this. To send people to support Texas, and she sent a total of National Guard 8 times. She will work closely with the border czar, Tom Homan, right? Good cop, bad cop, to secure the border and will guarantee that our American homeland is secure for our adversaries. Yeah, Tom Homan's like, yeah, no, we're deporting everybody. And Kristi Noem will make you feel good about it. I have known Kristi for years and have worked with her on a wide variety of projects. I issued the statement. I'm honored and humbled, or she issued the statement, honored and humbled. We're going to secure the border, restore safety so that families will again have the opportunity to pursue the American dream. She's a rancher, farmer, small business owner, New York Times bestselling author. We don't want to talk about that book though. Noem was elected to serve as the South Dakota's lone member. During her time, she did a bunch of things, helped bring $2,400 back. She's protecting South Dakotans, was reelected, and she kept South Dakota open for business. She's got 3 kids. Shout out to Cassidy, Kennedy, and Booker, and her husband, Byron, 3 grandkids. All right, so she's going to be there, and I'm open to it, right? I'm not dooming on any of these nominees. We're going to give them a full benefit of the doubt and support them until they prove differently. But I think, as we said here, good standard to apply is the one articulated by RFK Jr., that the buck stops with Trump, just like the buck stopped with JFK, was encouraged to bomb Cuba into oblivion, to bomb the Russians out of there. Everybody in his cabinet was telling him to do this, go to war and so on, and he didn't do it. And so that feels like what Trump is doing. He's bringing together kind of an interesting motley crew, and we'll see where it goes. I, for one, am excited. excited about it. So I know you are too. Alina Habba was also contemplating the press secretary position. Here's what she sounded like when she was asked about this on Fox News.
About the possibility and reports that you might be the president's secretary. Any truth to it?
Alina?
I leave it to the president and 3 people that are on my board of directors. That's Luke, Chloe, and Parker, my children. Everybody will know in time.
All right, now I got to go in a little harder. Have there been any discussions about it?
Sean, you know me better than that. You would never have me on
Sean,
prime time if I answered questions like that. Look, President Trump has put together an amazing cabinet. I'm really proud of the work that him and his transition team have done.
Now he's got it going a little harder. Isn't that nice, Sean?
I think when we look at everybody, they are killing it on all fronts. America's excited for, frankly, sorry to use Mrs. Waltz's term, but turn a page. It's time to turn the page. It's time to have advocacy for America first. And whatever that looks like for President Trump and his team, I trust it. It's a decision for all of them to make, not me.
All right, serious question. If you were asked to serve in that role or any other role, would you?
3 times?
I am very loyal to President Trump. I would think about it very seriously.
Okay.
All right, Sean. 3 times, Sean. Come on. Going in harder 3 times, Sean? All right. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Alina and her role as, the facilitation of some of the PR perspective from the legal team is a good position for her. But it would be a lot of fun, man, if she was the press secretary. Could you imagine that? They would be so mad at her every day. Everybody in that room would come in there dripping with disdain every day. Alina Habba would come out with a big smile. Hey, everybody, we're talking about the press today. Like, oh, you're too good looking for this room. Get out of here. They'd be so upset about it. So it'd be a lot of fun. At least she should make appearances. It'd be fun. All right. No means no, Sean. No means no. That's hilarious from Matthew. No means no, Sean. Golly. All right. So Alina Habba. Now, separately, Manu Raju from CNN was posting this. He goes out there. He talks to everybody on the Hill. He's constantly doing that game. Says, I asked Pelosi how she was doing. Terrible, she said. Terrible. Oh no. Nancy, what's wrong? Terrible. I want that on video so badly. I want that on video. I just would love to see that. I pay money to see that. Yeah. Hopefully it's out there. How you doing? Terrible. You can see just total depression. So hopefully she sleeps well with her hundreds of millions of dollars that she's grifted off the American people with insider trading. I'm sure she'll be fine.